Henry, chance, goal! Salah, oh wow! Oh! Aguero! And Ronaldo! What a goal! Cristiano Ronaldo!
Arsenal versus Villa. I think both teams need to win. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be like this is gonna be like a proper game where it's gonna be intense. Like the Liverpool one will be, but this one like it's a midfield like it's a mid-table battle at the moment. I think what is it, 12 versus 13 or 11 versus 12 or
12 versus 13.
yeah. So 1 point difference. Danny Ings against the defense. Ollie Watkins as well. Like both of them are picking up form. Like I think Watkins got the goal and Danny Ings got the assist last week. So in terms of like that, comparing with the Arsenal squad, who's got a better chance of picking up the win?
It's at home for us, for Arsenal. So you'd think if Arsenal can play to their strengths and play the full 90 minutes, they should have a good win. Like we did against Crystal Palace, we scored a goal and sort of sat back and just like we invited pressure to ourselves. And the games that we haven't done that this year, we've gone on and won. It's all about playing the 90 minutes for me. I think that Saka might be out. I was reading, they actually with James McCarthy kicking him in the calf and I hold the back with the red card. It's kind of dragged on a bit. And good, we have options. You've got Pepe, you can start. Martinelli can start. Aubameyang and Lacazette. So I think that Arsenal have a good chance of winning this game. It's just all about them controlling, even the midfield, probably finding Xhaka's replacement because he's out for the next 2.5 months still, and we kind of look like we're struggling without that balance in the midfield. So yeah, on an Arsenal side, it's sort of if you can get your stuff, like you can get your things together, get your midfield pressing and playing well and defending well, which I don't think has been too much of an issue this year.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and win. But if Villa turn up, Arsenal need to turn up because if Villa turn up, we've seen like last year, we'll get beat. But at the end of the day,
100%.
it's a tight table, man. One win, we've drawn our last 2 games. You know, if we had won those 2 games,
it's not good. Like you haven't lost, but you've drawn against like that Brighton game. I'd say you should have won.
Yeah, I mean, see, the scary part is that we weren't playing at our best these last 2 games. That we're picking up a draw, and it's kind of I can look at it in a positive light, and I can say that okay, Arsenal the past would have lost these last 2 weeks, so we would have been in much deeper. Like, let's just call it.
But very close. You were very close to losing last week.
Yeah, but we kept fighting till the end. And
that's it. But
Lacazette needs to start. After that, he needs to start though.
Yeah, yeah. So I think, I think with Lacazette showing that form, it's just more so like he's relied on now. Like that's a big thing. Like to score a last minute goal, like you're the man.
Yeah,
and he's the man at Arsenal.
It's just I don't get Mikel's thoughts sometimes. Like he suits the way you want to play. Why don't you play him? Like even when he comes on,
do you think he'll start? Do you think he'll actually start?
Look, I hope so. I don't think he will, but I hope so. Like I truly believe that if he wants to do the thing by the team and the way he wants to play, you start him, no doubt about it. But it's Mikel has a similar thing to Pep. It's a roulette. He could just like 1 week start someone, the other week start the other. There's about 8 positions in his team that are set. The other 3, it's a lucky dip. It's who's probably trained the best during the week. But then again, I know how he wants to play, and Lacazette suits the way he plays. So logically, he should be starting week in, week out. But I personally prefer Lacazette as a striker. It's the way he plays. He brings something different than Aubameyang. Although Aubameyang instinctively is that type of better striker. It's almost like saying they're nowhere near the levels of Henry and Bergkamp, but it's like pick your poison. Do you want someone who's a bit more flary on the ball, a bit more can hold the ball better, pass it around, dribble? Pick Lacazette or your Bergkamp. You want someone who's got that deadly instinct? You go with your Henry. You go with Aubameyang, that type of striker.
Yeah.
Again, they're nowhere near the levels of those 2 players that I've just mentioned. Don't want to get eaten alive because of that, but that's probably the best comparison I could pick. So yeah. Anyways, I was going to say in terms of Villa, I'll tell you now, if they turn up, They're every
If
chance
they
to
if they
finish.
turn up, you're done. Like if they turn up properly, they're a
But-
good side.
But
They're
then
underrated.
again, if Arsenal turn it
Oh,
up, it's the
100%.
same thing we saw against Tottenham.
It's pretty much who turns up the best on the day from the kickoff,
Who can prove themselves? That's all it is.
and who can kick off strong.
It's Dean Smith versus Mikel. That's all it is.